y'all.
Hey,
I'm Shakora.
and I'm Ebony.
And welcome to the Unapologetically Us Podcast, where we talk about life, mental health, fitness, finances, and everything in between. Thank y'all for joining us once again. We're here. It's homecoming. Hey.
Hence the shirts.
Jaguar Nation all day.
Yep.
Come on.
So shout out to Southern.
The
Southern University in Agricultural and Mechanical College in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
What she said.
Shout out to all current students, former students, alumni, and of sort faculty. You know,
all of that. If you a Jaguar, you a Jaguar. Right?
Forever a Jaguar. Once a Jaguar, always a Jaguar. And you have to go to Southern or have been a student at Southern to understand the level of why we will always loyal be holds true. Like,
oh my goodness. Yes.
You ride or die.
It's a different type of love. When you experience your school, your HBCU, it's like, I have so many people telling me like, how you just love your school so much? And I'm like,
I didn't even love my high school this much.
I know. And I loved high school.
I loved high school, but I didn't love my high school as much as I loved my university.
Absolutely. So with that,
let's get into some child listen.
Let's get into the child listen.
You always go first, so I'll go first this time. Child listen, I am tired. Celebrating people's birthdays. I had to go out of town for work. And I remember being like, when I got the job, I was like, oh man, I get to travel for work. I can't wait. It's so much fun. But, and maybe because we were in Alexandria, that I think it's different when you in Alexandria or Baton Rouge. You're like, oh, I'm in Baton Rouge for a week. But when you're in Baton Rouge and you go to Alexandria, you're like, I'm in Alexandria for a week. We were literally 10 minutes from everything.
Wow.
Everything. The only good thing about being in Alexandria that I saw, like restaurants, like that were close to Monroe, like people like Southern Classic. I'm not a Southern Classic person. If you watching, you from, Alexandria on up, Southern Classic.
Yes.
They like
it's
it.
It's a thing.
I'm not a chicken person, but
it's a pretty good chicken.
It reminds me of churches, and I don't like churches.
It's definitely way better than churches.
But people say that to each his own. You have Johnny's. Now, I swear about it. There's Johnny's in my house right now. And it don't taste the same because Johnny's down here ain't like the Johnny's in Louisiana.
Definitely not.
And then you had, we have a Sammy's here, but there's a Sammy's in Monroe too. I think Sammy's might have started in Monroe. And then you also had El Paso. If you're from Monroe, you're familiar with El Paso. It's a Mexican spot.
Definitely.
And margaritas is magnificent. But as far as anything else, it was whack. I think after about the second night and you going back to that little hotel room, it's like, I'm back in this hotel room. And I still got 2 more nights here.
That's Alexandria for you. Shout out to Rashara. She from Alexandria.
Hey, Shara.
Hey, girl.
Love your city.
It was nice.
It was beautiful, girl.
Love
Shout out to Peabody. But no, in our room though, I would like. It's not the city. It was the city, but it was also. I mean, I don't know. It was just after a while you ready to go home. You want your own bed, and you not being in your bed.
Right.
Maybe for a night prior to leaving, and you go back and you gone somewhere again. Yeah. The beauty of it was I could cut the air down to as low as I wanted to. Didn't have to worry about mileage.
Affecting your bill.
What? But other than that, man, I'm tired. But we here. It's homecoming week. We're gonna turn up anyway.
Yes.
So, what about you, child?
Child, listen. I'm excited. Homecoming, being able to see people, you know, from school, see the growth. It's really like, it's almost like a HBCU homecoming is almost like a family reunion. And it's like, it don't matter if you by yourself or, you know, you don't have nobody to go with. Like, you can go and there's going to be somebody there that you know. It's a good time. You know, y'all who gonna be out there with the foolishness, hold it. But it's gonna be a good time. And I'm excited. I love my school, as I stated before. My friend, or our friend from Alabama's coming out. We're bringing the children out. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. So being able to give our children those experiences of knowing what an HBCU was like, I didn't get that. I ended up at an HBCU by default. You know, I ended up high school meeting somebody who was like a diehard HBCU, and she introduced Southern University into my life. But being able to input or introduce my daughter to, not saying that I'm gonna force her to go to an HBCU.
Nah, she going, it's Southern or nothing.
Not that I'm gonna force her to go to an HBCU or anything, but she will be able to make a decision and won't have not any bias, well, maybe a little bias, but she will be able to see both sides, and you make the decision on if you want to go to a PWI or if you want to go to an HBCU.
Or
your mom, or or if she just want to do that.
They make them a trade.
But they do. No, shout out to those who, college not for everybody, y'all. So I definitely understand that. But she will definitely be able to say that she got the experience, okay? Well, somewhat. Because let me tell y'all, you gotta be a student to know, or have been a student to know and value, right?
Well, Jay kind of got a little southern experience.
Yeah, but she was so little. You know, she was little.
Because she was at all the homecoming
everything.
Games. She was at all the homecoming
because her mama
concerts.
wasn't missing.
She was at the did we bring her to a Greek show? She probably been to a Greek show. Pageant.
Because her mama wasn't missing.
She done been to pageant, so she might be too young to remember, but Jay been Southern for forever.
She has.
And mine is like you. I grew up in at the time it was a predominantly white high school. And I'm from Monroe, so all we knew up there was Grambling. I mean, we knew of Southern because of the Body Classic, but it was Grambling. I had family that went to Grambling. I had an uncle that went to Grambling or whatever. He ain't gonna watch it, but watch the show, but he wait for going there.
Shout out to Grambling though. We love y'all.
I met some wonderful people from Grambling.
Yes, we love y'all.
Love y'all.
This week.
But
Bayou Classic Week,
I got way more than the uncle and the aunt. I got cousins and everything that went to Grambling. So Grambling was all up and through my family, and then my dad went. My dad went to Southern, and his sisters and them went, and then his niece went, and then my sister ended up going. But I didn't get my first Southern taste until my sister's freshman year. We went to homecoming. We was always going to Graham homecomings. I was going to Graham versus Jackson State. So I knew what the atmosphere was for Grambling. But when I went to Southern, for Southern homecoming, my sister was a freshman in high school, which means I was a sophomore in high school. I left saying, I'm not going to Wells. This is what I'm going. My aunt was like, if that baby don't get accepted into Southern, we don't know what to do with
what we gonna do with
I had the grades. I was like, I'm gonna get in.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about that. Say less. Like no other school I applied for. Yeah. It was Southern. It was it. So shout out to Southern. Happy homecoming.
When it's in you, it's in you.
When it's in you, it's in you. Blue and gold.
Period.
So let's get into it.
With
it being homecoming, I thought it would be fitting for us to kind of reflect back on our 20s versus now when we're in our 30s. When we met we were. We weren't even drinking age then.
No,
we weren't drinking. We were in our 20s.
We were.
So thinking
20. I was 20.
So I had to be. Yeah, I was 22. I was 20 as well.
Yep. Dang. 20.
We was 20 years old.
So we're reflecting on
life in our 20s.
Life in our 20s
versus
life
entering 30s.
Entering. Because we ain't all the way in.
We can't say, 30s is late.
I'm only
31, 32.
Yeah, I'm just 2 years in it. So, but 10 years.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
20 to 30s.
20 to 30. Yes, reflecting on that.
I know in my 20s, when I was 20, stuff was different.
Definitely.
I didn't have nearly as many responsibilities as I had now. My view on certain things at the time I didn't realize were tainted by what I knew, like based on only what I knew.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Not like my exposure to a lot of things wasn't there just yet, and so I thought a lot of different. Yeah. In my 20s versus now at 31.
Right.
When I met y'all, I was like way reserved. But
yes.
the party life for me ended very early.
Oh my, too early.
She was like, I wasn't missing. I was keeping Jay.
She was.
Because
in our club,
it would be like, no. So when Jay Mimi would come and Mimi gonna watch Jay, you're going out, and I'll be like,
make her go out, and oh my God, you remember we went out graduation? Oh, she did not want to go. Love you, don't want to go though, but she went. Shout out to you.
Yeah, but there was also, we were doing a party for you, so I had food stamps at the time. My food stamps had just renewed. So me and Ariel jumped up and went to the store as soon as the money hit my account.
Wow.
So by the time we made it back, it was time to go to graduation. Then we sat through graduation, had to leave graduation, go home and start cooking.
Man, shout out to y'all.
So by the time it was time for your party, I was over, baby. I was going to bed.
Man, shout out to them. Shout out Ariel. Y'all treated me so. They did me so.
And
good.
we ain't just giving no hot dogs, and we had jambalaya and all that other crap that you had to actually sit there and cook.
And my sign that y'all made, or that you got made?
No, Should made it. The guy who made our graphics made
my first graduation poster. I still have it. Thank you.
He made her poster. And so, yeah, by the time it was time for your party, girl, I was tired.
But she still went out.
I mean, I did, because, we going to celebrate, but, don't talk to me the next day. But going out for me went out. I remember I went out. I never forget it. We went to an after party. I remember I had a black shirt, black blazer, because back then, the blazer with the skirt, that was the move for parties. So I had a black tank, black blazer. I had a little black and white skirt with some heels. We went to an alpha party. And I just remember being like, I just paid $20 to stand up here, and my feet was hurting about 45 minutes into the party. I'm ready to go. And I was dating somebody at the time, and I was like, okay, well, they better be up when I get back. They was not up when I got back, so that made it even worse. I said, now, I done sat here and wasted all this time going to this party. My feet hurt. I didn't dance. I didn't have fun. We wasn't old enough to drink, so it was hard to get drinks at the time. And it really wasn't nobody there like that, so I said, never again.
Messed you up.
It messed me up. And so I didn't go out no more. She would be like, you want to go to something? Y'all can go. I watched Jay bring her here.
Yep. And you did.
And I watched Jay every time. Every time. Now, you barely start going places too, but when you did go, I'll watch her. Y'all go ahead. I'll watch her.
A little fun, a little razzle dazzle.
Yeah, and I didn't care.
Experience.
I didn't care.
You did.
I didn't feel like I missed out on nothing. They would come back, girl, that party, and then I'd be like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was continually sitting at home.
Yeah, you was. Shout out to you,
girl,
for making my college experience extended.
It was like, so for your graduation, and what you gonna do? I don't know. You ain't going out. Homecoming, you ain't have to worry about me. The tailgate, the game was fine. Going out that night, I did not have to go. Yeah. I did not have to go. I realized then I am more of a kickback type of girl. I'll do a kickback all day, every day. Yeah. Maybe because there's not the heel aspect involved. Wearing heels to go somewhere.
Oh Lord, can we get a better way? Goodness, why my feet gotta be hurting just because I want to look cute? I ain't got time for you.
Man, I was thinking about that. I said there was a time when I was in high school where, remember, because the little pumps with the Aeropostale shirts was the thing. Y'all remember that coming below? Y'all remember that?
Shonda, do you remember that picture when we had our doggone Aeropostale shirts with the heels? Lord, help me.
And your pumps, you had the two
shirts. I got a picture like that.
They had a butterfly.
I got a picture like that.
The under polo matched the butterfly, and then your pumps matched the undershirt. And then I don't know what y'all stores was called, but y'all from Monroe know it was Honeybee. Honeybee had all the color bangles and earrings, and you had the matching set.
Girl, I'm gonna have to dig that picture up. I remember exactly what you're describing to me right now. With the shirt, the little cami over that collar shirt, with the shoes, the pumps that matched, they was $10, $12 at the time, with all the bangles and the big circle necklace.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that is hilarious.
But I remember I could step in some dang pumps. Yeah. And then I don't know what happened with college, but I lost it. Yeah. And so it was like, I'm over this.
This ain't me.
So the party life was not for me. And I think that's where that whole more reserved type of thing came from. Like, I was really chill. Yeah. Like people say, I wilded out. But I didn't wild out.
Yeah. You still chill. You still chill.
I was chill though.
Yeah, true.
I was chill though, didn't you?
That's true.
Can you think of anything?
I mean, I can remember. Oh my goodness, and it'll have to take my sister to tell you, but and I guess this ain't fair. I'm still it. I'm still a firecracker, but I can remember early on, and maybe even younger than 20s or whatever, but just I was a firecracker, y'all. Would I still identify as a firecracker? Yes. To be honest, yes. But I am a more graceful firecracker, right? Yeah. And so when 20s, I could have. So I can. I could have. I'm ashamed
you
to
remember
even
the
tell
conversation
y'all.
where we were just having a little discussion and I made a comment. I said y'all weren't married then, and I said Dennis just don't know. If he think this is bad, he done been spared.
It's so funny because when you and a few other people have said that, but if you think back, and even when I think back, I'll be like, he think he got it bad, because I don't hold my tongue, and if I'm thinking or feeling something, baby, best believe
I'm gonna say it.
I'm going to say it, okay? Especially back then, I'm definitely gonna say it, and it's going to be heard loud enough, strong enough, so that nobody doesn't misconstrue
come on
what I meant, right?
Period.
All right, so now 32-year-old me, right? I'm a little different.
You think?
Yeah, I think a little bit more. And I give the benefit of the doubt a little more. And plus, I have too much to lose.
Yes.
I have too much to lose. I can't be entangled with people and their foolishness, because the very person who will sit up, fuss, fight, argue, whatever with you, they don't have nearly as much to lose as you. So when I'm thinking back on the growth and the person that I was before, and I think during when we was in Houston for Batch Weekend, one of you guys, I think it was Shaquille, kind of just said like how she could just see the change in me when she cried first. Did she cry first or that was me?
She did.
She cried first, and she tried to hide it. But she was just saying, and which made me think about how much I changed, or how different I am in my personal life, professionally, and everything. Because even professionally, like I had to learn that at the end of the day, I'm the professional and I know better. And so it took one situation where I got out of character in the professional field or circle, and had to check myself like, hey, no, you can't be doing that in this professional field. And so just kind of looking back, I will say, I give and provide more grace now. And so here recently, I have been trying to walk into a season of becoming the best version of myself, but also doing that with grace, right? And so that, for me, that means, and somebody had to tell me, I went to an event, and a girl, she spoke, and she said that she's practicing grace, right? And so she said that she was the only girl in the family where boys were, so of course she was hard. She would have to keep up with the big dogs, with the boys. And so I feel like women, we're often characterized as being defensive and this strong black woman or whatever, and that's more so to us, to the strong black woman. It's a privilege. It's something that we're proud of. But to everybody else, to society, to the workplace, being a strong black woman, you're defensive. It's more so negative. And so I try every day, even when I'm talking, because my voice is very loud. And so when I'm passionate, I'm loud. When I'm angry, I'm louder. But I try to, and I've been working on trying to do things more gracefully, even if that means shutting my mouth. Even if that means saying, Shakur, chill out, because the way that you're going to deliver this is not going to be good. So come back in 5 minutes. And so I've been attempting to do everything more graceful. And that sometimes means sitting my butt down. Because I can't be the firecracker that I was when I was 20 and younger. Yeah.
Because like I said, her husband, he watching, let me tell you. That's all I got to say. You watching so you see my face.
He see his face.
You didn't get what you got a little more calmer her or whatever. But that's good. And I've definitely noticed that too. Like I said, I pointed it out. Like, you look different now. Or whatever. But yeah, I know, okay, back to 20-year-old me. Like I said, I was more reserved and stuff like that. And when I look back, I in my early 20s, I kind of nestled into like this, I don't know, I call it an old woman. In a sense, like, I didn't do. When I say going out, like, I mean, I don't regret the stuff, but I knew, like, I don't know, certain stuff just got old for me quick. Yeah. Like I said, I'll do the concerts, I'll do the other stuff, but like the club and stuff, it wasn't me. And even to this day, it's like you can't get no club. Right. Yeah. But I'll do a lounge, I'll do a kickback,
a brunch.
But I love a brunch now. Day drinking. That's a difference.
That is
another difference. You know, day drinking wasn't a thing when we was
wasn't.
In our 20s. We was drinking that in the evening.
Yeah.
And I drank more white in my 20s.
Oh, let's reflect on drinking white.
Oh, I was on more white liquor in my 20s.
If y'all drinking white, I'm praying for y'all.
But you know what? Some of that was too, like we was broke college students.
Yeah,
so you had to get
cheaper.
Yeah, you had to get well, yeah.
Well,
now you had like the Parmesan and the E&J's and stuff, but
who know about that?
I didn't.
All
I knew about was 2 for $6 Amsterdams. Get the berry and the peach.
Or the Four Loko. Oh my god.
Oh my!
Bro.
Comment below if you know about them Four Locos. My favorite one was lemonade.
Baby, let me tell you, them Four Locos had me.
Everybody got a Four Loko.
If we reflecting on Four Locos real quick,
it's by the grace of God we still here.
Oh my god. I am so ashamed to say this, but I had like a fight at Southern on the campus after drinking the Four Loko. Oh, not because I was drinking the Four Loko, but just because some, people tried me. And like I said, I was a firecracker, so.
But the Four Loko enhanced.
And I was like, oh, I'll take all y'all.
And then wait, well, first of all, they still sell Four Loko.
They do.
I see them in gas stations.
Yes, they do.
But at the same time, like I said, we were broke college students, so we ain't know nothing but to get the cheap liquor.
Yeah. What's the other one that they had? It ended up being, because Four Loko was in a can, but the ball, what was that?
I can't think of the name of it.
Buzz balls.
Yeah.
Oh, them got you too messed up. I couldn't fool with them. If y'all drink them buzz balls, if y'all still drinking them buzz balls,
let them buzz balls go.
Let them go. It ain't the right way.
But we was drinking nothing but white liquor.
We was.
Amsterdam, refund time, you go to Patron, Ciroc.
Girl, I love me some Patron. My husband would say that he upgraded me into brown liquor because I was scared of brown liquor.
I was
like brown
before you.
Yeah, because brown liquor was when we were in college. Brown liquor was more so what got you messed up because it was an adult drink.
Mm-hmm.
Like you drunk white and you was still young and festive
because white liquor made you turn up more.
Yes.
You was turned up. You was
Yes.
ready. You was down
Yes.
for some people because I could drink white liquor and still be
turned
I'm not going to the club. But white liquor will turn you up.
Mm-hmm.
And brown liquor it mellows you out. For me, it do anyway.
Unless you drink a lot of it at one time, then you leave.
You lit, but it's still a good lit. It's a different type of lit than the white, to me.
It is. And it's a different type of feeling when you wake up the next morning.
Yeah.
That brown liquor do not have you feeling like you was drinking the night before.
Yeah.
White, when I drink white, I know that I was drinking white the next day. I'm in church.
Yeah.
In church, wanting to just like, why am I here? Or barely making it to church.
Them hangovers, nah, they a little worse now.
What?
I think it's because I'm older.
From brown?
Just from drinking, period.
No, I ain't really, if I'm drinking brown, I don't really have them.
I do.
I don't know what's been wrong with you.
I don't know what's been wrong with me neither, but my little stomach been a little hater.
It been hating,
it be hating on me.
Take out every time.
And I be like, I can tell if I start to feel nauseous, it's over with. It is over.
Over. OV.
It be over. And sometimes it be my fault because maybe I didn't eat enough or whatever like that. But but for the most part, I don't eat enough. But yeah, if I drink brown, I normally don't get a hangover. When I do, I get a hangover.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you think about them times in college when you had them hangovers, you had those I'm never drinking again
Lord, if you make me feel better,
get it out of me.
I won't drink
Get this
again.
demon out of me.
Back at it the next weekend.
Oh, what?
Lying.
You done survived.
You
And you said, well, this time I'm going to be more careful.
This time.
more careful.
This time I'm eat some bread.
Last time I had Ciroc and Amsterdam. If I just stick with the Amsterdam, then I'd be fine this time because one of them did it. or I miss vodka and tequila. If I
Yup.
stick with the one or the other, can't
Yeah,
have
we
both
good.
of them on me straight this time.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Or if I get to the chicken quick enough.
Gotta put something on my
Something on my
stomach.
stomach.
Stop me by Cane's.
Yes. Yeah, or for us it was McDonald's, because who eating Cane's in high school? I mean, in college. I went right over there to McDonald's, because back then you could get you a double cheeseburger and a large fry for $2.
Yeah. McDonald's changed so. McDonald's changed so.
A large, never.
I went to go get a large drink from McDonald's.
They are now
like,
$1.69.
what is this? What?
Yes, ma'am.
That was just like a month ago. See, I don't eat McDonald's.
They are $1.69 now.
No, I don't eat McDonald's.
So back then, McDonald's was cheaper. You had the, I don't even know. I don't even know if Wendy's had the 4 for $4 back then.
No, they did not.
It was definitely McDonald's.
Wendy's,
they had the
we definitely chose McDonald's because Wendy's was too expensive.
Sure. And it was too far.
And we may go to Taco Bell, but
or Jack in the Box.
But
Jay had with your girl getting all the tacos,
and won't eat them right now to this day. But my baby do like Mexican.
She do.
She is definitely a Cinco de Mayo baby.
She do
for sure.
But yeah, like in my 20s for sure, I know that drinking was different.
Yes, it was.
And then it's for my 30s. But in my 30s, I know that I've come out a little more.
Yeah.
And as the times have went on, I think it was just like, I don't know, it's like this is what I feel like. What I really wanted to be was just buried, and then she just came out, because it's like Ebony at 20 is not Ebony at 30. Ebony at 30 is a little more ratchet than Ebony at 20.
Yes, it's like they
y'all know I love a good ratchet.
It's like it was switch.
It was.
Baby, and I be crunk when the ratchet.
I be twerking now.
Knees be
working when the brown liquor hit the system. It's like the brown liquor go to my knees. But I'ma shout out my girl Nikki, because it was really her at one point. You remember me and Nikki was hanging out tough every weekend. And Nikki was like, all that booty, you gotta know how to shake it. And I learned. I kind of lost it a little bit, but I'm getting it back. And it's like, once I learned that I could like really shake it. It was over with.
Must be nice.
What?
To shake it.
You be shaking?
No, I don't.
Then you gonna sit here and lie to the people like that.
When?
Helper, we made a bunch of TikToks of you when we did the how the bed go.
Oh, that's because
it's videos in my phone of you twerking.
All right, show them to me. When we was on the boat?
No, that too.
Yeah, but I was just learning then on that boat. I said, but I ain't got it today right now.
Even before we went on the boat, we at your house.
At my house?
Yes.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Y'all, don't let her fool you. She be shaking what she got back there. At your wedding and everything.
Okay.
Oh, okay then. Don't let her fool y'all.
Moving right along.
But yeah, I twerk more now. I use my knees a little more. When I know when I'm not drunk enough is when my knees don't work. But when they work, oh, we good. And then when they work, for some reason, and this is Nikki's fault too. When the liquor hit, that's all I want to do.
All you want to do.
That's all I want to do. I need
to shake something.
Like it just happens. It could be Kurt Franklin. I be
not the Kurt Franklin. Not she popping on the Kurt Franklin.
Like it just come like that. But but yeah, that's different.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely. And so reflecting on my 30s.
Your 20s?
No, now.
You
right now.
In the now?
Yes.
All right.
Like now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of me.
Come on.
I am proud of me. I am proud of the woman. Oh wait, let me do what this say. The woman.
Come on, period.
I have become. No, for real. But I am proud of me. You know, I hear a lot of people, you know, telling me they're proud of me and you're doing so good, blah, blah, blah. But it means nothing if you're not proud of yourself.
Come on.
And so I am. I've come a long way. You know, we hear that saying, you know, you got it out the mud, and people be saying it because it's a saying, but I literally
got it out the mud.
Had to. And so that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But I literally am proud of me.
Okay.
To my own horn. Pat myself
on your back.
As I wear my 2-time graduate.
Come on.
Proud.
Let it be known.
Proud.
So we're going to skip the question today because we don't care what y'all think. I'm just playing this. That is not true.
that ain't true.
But
we love
because with this being a 20s versus 30s type of comment, I think this question is befitting. At 31, 32, what would you tell your 20, 21, 22-year-old self?
As a 32-year-old, what would I tell my 21, 22-year-old self? Whew. Girl, keep going.
Okay.
You gonna make it. You gonna get there. You gonna get there. Like 21, 22, it was a point where everything was hard. Like Jaden was just getting here. I was pregnant at 2021, and she was just getting here. I was trying to figure life out. I was trying to get the degree. I was trying to live in Baton Rouge because this is where I wanted to be so bad, but there was no family, there was no help, and I just had to figure it out. So my 32-year-old self would tell my 22-year-old self, girl, keep going, keep pushing, you gonna make it for sure. What about you? What would you tell your 21, 22-year-old self?
Well, I'm not 32 yet, so I would tell, if I could tell my 21-year-old self something, it would be, it's okay to let that hidden part of you out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's good.
I know. Okay. That it's okay. If I think about like everything that went through my head as to why I didn't do certain things and where I was at 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 years old. And why I didn't do something. I was more worried about what I do to an extent now. Still care about what people think, but I cared a lot about what people thought. And so that part of me that was just struggling, that was just down there, wouldn't come out because I was like, I can't let her come out. Like, let me just be this person. And so if I would tell my 21, 22-year-old self anything, or 20 to 21-year-old self anything, it's okay to let her out. It's okay to, because you can be a girl that twerks, but you can also be a professional too.
Absolutely.
And at that time, people didn't like to distinguish the line between the two. It was either you was this or you was that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I can be professional and twerk. I can be a laid back person that likes to be outgoing and social too.
Yes, absolutely.
And that it's okay when you don't want to do something. If you don't want to do it, you don't have. I had a hard time in my 20s saying no. And so if I could go back, like, it's okay to say no. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. If you want to do it, do it. And being okay with whichever way you want to go. And if you change your mind, it's okay. You may like to do certain things at this point, but you may not want to do it this weekend or whatever. So I would tell myself that.
Yeah, that's good.
Girl, because we out here today.
We out here.
But we out here like a little bit. We ain't like out here though.
We just a little bit outside.
Yeah, we like hey, all right, I'm back. Cause like, but that's me for real. I'll be good for a good little, let's go. And I'm like,
all right.
I just want to be at home and watch TV.
Yeah, and that's good.
And that's fun. And binge watch TV shows or watch podcasts all day.
Yeah.
That's my joy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cleaning my house, lighting that candle,
Once
or
you're
sitting
done,
on that patio,
yeah,
and that's it.
that's it. That sounds good. That's adulting. Handling business, paying these bills that we don't want to pay, and enjoying our lives because we worked hard to get here, and that's it.
And being cool for what we at, but then like knowing like that I still want more too.
Right, knowing that you reflecting, but you're gonna have to reflect again. In another 10 years.
Yeah, because at 41, 42, if the Lord let me see those years,
yes,
I know I'm gonna reflect back and be like at 31.
yes. And so that also means setting new goals, new things, working on different character defects that you may have, identifying those, being okay if somebody called them out, and just work on them. You know. So yeah, that's good. That was.
So y'all can leave in y'all comments and let us know, or email us and let us know what you thought about, what you would tell. I ain't gonna say your 20s because we have a range of people that watch, but you think about the decade. If you in your 20s, what would you tell yourself in your teens? If you was in your 30s, your 20s, and vice versa.
Yeah.
But if you have any questions or episode ideas, please feel free to email us at unapologeticallyuspod@yahoo.com. I will try to have it down at the bottom and in the description box.
Yes.
That's unapologeticallyuspod@yahoo.com. So, winding on down with the wine down. We had a sweet red today. This is a very good wine.
It is. It's my favorite.
It's a very good wine.
It is.
You gotta tell the people the name.
Tell the people the name. Plug it.
Roscato. I'm not even gonna
good.
say that other word. It's a sweet red though. You can get it from Walmart. It's like $13.
Yes.
Or
it's
whatever. It's very good. If you don't like I'm not a tart person.
Yeah.
So.
And it's not too sweet, and it's not too tart, so it's just like a good
just right.
Sit on the side of the tub or sit in the tub with it on side of you drinking it.
Or holding it, because if you like me, you just gotta keep going because it's just that good. So, but this episode was a good little fun little episode. It was good to kind of sit back and reflect and think about your growth as in the decade.
Yes, as we go have a good time on the campus for homecoming week, and
probably reminisce some more about when we were, when you seeing students and they walking, you like, dang, that was good.
I remember we used to.
Or like, dang, we was out like that. No, they cut up shirts different.
They cut up shirts different.
They be making shirts into
halters and
two-piece sets.
Sleeve, one sleeve. How you make this sleeve?
Two-piece sets.
Baby.
I done seen dresses out of t-shirts.
They creative.
And I'm here for it.
Me too.
But all we did was cut up the sides.
That's it. Put the little ruffles in
at the end.
Yeah.
That was it.
That's it.
But
I'm so glad I went to Southern U.
Come on. Defenders of the Golden Blue.
Yes.
Happy homecoming, Jaguars.
Yes. Happy homecoming, Jaguars.
All minds clear?
All minds clear.
That concludes today's episode. We hope that you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, rate us on where our podcast is.
All of the above.
All of the above. And we'll see you guys next episode.